Here for our picks for Ohio State, Texas.
Christian.
I don't know. Do people know that the C is for Christian? Does everyone know that TCU is Texas Christian University? Do you think everyone knows that? Or do they think it's like Texas Commonwealth or like Texas City University, right? Do they know it's Texas Christian?
No, I think they just think it's TCU. Like it's TC University.
Yeah. Also Horned Frogs. Do they know it's a horned frog? It's a purple horned frog. I was actually looking up photos of horned frogs the other day, and I was going to do something with it, but then I didn't. Because I feel like there were some horned frogs like in South America and stuff, and I don't think that's the horned frogs they're named for. Bill Landis, I'm going to make you go first for this pick. Ohio State is a 13-point favorite as we speak, so we're going to give you our picks. We're going to give you which side of the bet to make, and then our confidence level. Start with your pick for this game.
We talked earlier in the week about whether or not Ohio State is too confident, and I don't think Ohio State's too confident, but like I feel too confident in Ohio State. I've never felt this good. I've been covering the team since 2014, so like national championship was the first year, and then I covered 15. I have not felt this good about an Ohio State team after 2 games as I feel about this team right now. 15 was awesome, but they didn't have their quarterback figured out. I think they have most things figured out now, and like I think they're going to win the national championship. And I just want to pull back just a little bit, and I'm not going to pick them to lose, but I'm going to pick TCU to cover. And like that's my way of pulling back a little because I think like 42-14 is out there. But I don't want to pick it. I don't want to go that far just yet, which maybe is kind of weak. Like I should back up what I truly believe, but I'm going to chicken out. I'm going to pick 31-21 Ohio State. So it's a cover for TCU, covering a 13-point spread. I said in outrageous predictions, I think Dwayne Haskins turns the ball over a little bit. I think TCU's got an offense that can score against Ohio State. I think like the breakdowns that we saw against Oregon State are mostly corrected, but it's just a good team. They're playing with speedy athletes and a good quarterback who's dangerous, and I think that team scores some points. And I think it's tight into the fourth quarter, and you're wondering whether or not Ohio State might win, and they pull away late and win by 10, and you feel pretty good about it. But it's going to be a game, and I think it's going to be a fun one and feel like a little playoffy.
Interesting. I'm not going that way. You said 42-14 is out there. I think it's so out there, like that's where I basically am. I'm going to go 42-21 Ohio State. Smooth cover. Control the whole game and give up like TCU quarterback Sean Robinson makes a big play and Kevontae Turpin catches a pass and runs 50 yards. Like a blip or two here or there that make Ohio State fans sit up and take notice, but like not a consistent threat from TCU. I think Gary Patterson will try to figure some things out to get the offense going. Some of the things Oregon State did that Rutgers didn't, with screens, misdirections, to try to move the ball. And I think they'll be okay with that. I just don't think – I know TCU has good defense, and again, Gary Patterson's a good coach. I just don't think they're going to stop them. Ohio State's the second highest scoring team in the country, and like their starters haven't played for half the game. Like Rutgers, Ohio State put up 52 against Rutgers. They could have put up 80 if they wanted to. So to me, to think that Ohio State's going to put up 42 in a full game, that's only – 10 points fewer than Rutgers, but they could have scored 80 against Rutgers. So I think 42 is sort of like in 4 quarters of the starters playing is actually not that much to expect. I think they're going to move it. I think they're going to be able to run. I think they'll be able to throw well, but they won't have to throw that much. I think they might control the clock. I just think Ohio State is good and is going to look really good. And I think TCU's going to be good enough to make people realize that this is a really good win for Ohio State, and I think they'll move up in the polls a couple spots. I think they might be the number 2 team in the country after this weekend, but I would go very confidently. I think I'm a 5. I think I'm a 5 that they cover, that Ohio State minus 13 I think is a very good bet, because I also think, and I think I said this earlier, I think like 34-17 is out there where like Ohio State doesn't look great and still covers. Yeah. Like I think they could have a hiccup here or there, and then Dwayne Haskins, maybe I'm completely wrong about the run game, but Dwayne Haskins still bails them out with an 80-yard pass to Terry McLaurin, and they win by 16, and you still win the bet. So that's why I'm confident. I think even if they're not great, they can win by 2 touchdowns. What's your confidence level?
Yeah, I'm at a 3 maybe. I'll say a 3 that TCU is going to cover the spread for all those reasons you said. Like I'm at 10 points right now. Another touchdown for Ohio State. It's not a colossal blowout, but it's still a cover. So I think TCU can keep it close, but I also think it's possible that TCU is not quite as good as they're making them out to be, and they're ranked number 15, and maybe that's a little off, at least at this point in the season. So I can't go full 5 that I think TCU is going to cover. So I'm at a 3.
I think the interesting thing is I think you have to account and expect a couple big plays from TCU. You just don't know how many. I think they have that potential with a couple guys. Will it be 1? Will it be 4? Oregon State had a bunch of them, right? If TCU has as many big plays as Oregon State did, then you're in a territory where you want to be on the TCU side. I don't think they'll have that many, but I think they'll have some. Bill Landis, Doug Lesmerises. See you in Texas on Saturday night at cleveland.com.